So you told the vlog where we're going yet?
No. All right, so today we're actually going to a different country. We're going over to Strasbourg, which is actually in France, even though it sounds German. This would be our sixth country, yeah. We parked over in Kel, and we're gonna take the train in because we were advised that that's the best way to do it. We just arrived at the train station. We're gonna go try to get some tickets and get on a train.
All right, so if you want to come to Strasbourg from Kuhl, I think that's how you say it. Make sure you do your research first on which type of ticket to get. Now, we bought a trio ticket. This allows you to take up to 3 people for the next 24 hours, so highly recommend it. It's a lot cheaper. It's only €6, which I think it was about €4 per person. So this is a lot cheaper just buying a €6 ticket. We also missed our train, but only because we were trying to buy tickets at the train station, not the tram station. So something to be aware of. Identify the mode of transportation.
Made it to France.
Yeah.
Well, a very small portion of France.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, any longer your visit. The cathedral is now closed.
All right, so that was kind of interesting. We went in and basically had like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they were like, we're closing the church. I think they were like closing for lunch or something. I don't really know, but they're opening again in like an hour. I don't know why, but it seems like everything we try to see like is closed or is closing, and I don't know why, but it's a huge church. I've seen the Notre Dame in Paris, and this is probably the closest one that I've seen that looks like that. So it's cool. It's worth a visit. So the Roman stuff that you see in this room, it's from like the 1100s, and it was demolished so that the Notre Dame Cathedral across the street could be built in like I think it was the 1800s. Okay, so some of the dates that I said after this were not exactly accurate. This cathedral has an incredible amount of history beginning all the way back to 300 AD. It's too much for us to say here, so if you're interested, look up the Notre Dame in Strasbourg, France. We think it's pretty cool and definitely worth checking out.
This museum itself is almost just as interesting as the pieces inside of it, because this museum has been around for quite a long time. There's a lot of like just little design elements in the museum that are impressive. Alright, so that museum was actually really interesting. It had quite a bit of information about the Notre Dame here in Strasbourg. So basically in the 20th century, they ended up replacing a lot of the statues on the outside because they were concerned that pollution and some of the acid rain that's here in Europe would actually degrade the statues. So they took them down. They actually put them in that museum. So we saw the originals, but if you just come and you just see the outside of the church, you would probably not know, but those statues are sandstone recreations of the statue. I think we're gonna head over and get some crepes, because that's what you do when you're in France. But we're gonna try to do it as a walk along the little waterways here. There's a little island kind of in the center of Strasbourg. It's also known as La Petite France, which is a small France, but that's what we're gonna go do. All right, so we tried the creperie it did not work out well for us. It was absolutely slammed. So unfortunately, that kind of killed that because they're closed at 2 p.m. If you're not familiar, there's a lot of things in France that kind of close at 2 p.m. and then they kind of reopen for dinner. So if your lunch is not through by then yeah, not good. Right, so we found a little patisserie, and so we're kind of doing another kind of like popular French thing, which is like baguettes and like ham and cheese and tuna and salmon and whatnot. So also it was quite cheap. I think it was €10, and we were like over by the Notre Dame, and I think they were like $26 for lunch, like just one plate. So
It's a good sandwich. I'm happy with it. I got tuna salad tuna with like lettuce and tomato on it.
I definitely went for the more basic, just ham and cheese, but it's ham, cheese, and butter on a baguette, which honestly, I can't complain. They did a very good job. The bread is really good. I'm not sure what that means, other than maybe like,
Stand 9 feet away during thunderstorms.
yeah, don't stand next to the church during thunderstorms, which I feel like that's kind of bad. I don't know, I feel like it's one of those things where you get like struck down. I don't know. Anyways, if you're curious as to why that church was so different, I guess the best way I can explain it is it's a Protestant church. So it's not the same as some of the other Catholic churches that we've seen while we're here. Definitely don't want to get hit by the train. Alright, so the Palais du Rhin, which is what's right behind me, it was built because when this area was actually annexed originally in the late 1800s by the German Empire, they didn't have a place to kind of rule this area from. This area is also known as Alsace or Alsace-Lorraine. So when Germany basically annexed the area, they ended up building this giant palace as a place for the Kaiser to stay, but it was also used as basically the ruling house of this area. So another interesting fact about Alsace or Alsace-Lorraine is actually that it's land that has been fought over between Germany and France. Now, like the most recent history is before World War I, Germany, also known as Prussia, basically annexed this area and took over all of Alsace-Lorraine from France. After World War I, Germany was forced to return this land back to France, which it did. Of course, during World War II, Hitler said, hey, no, actually this land is really ours, and reclaimed it. But of course, everybody knows Germany lost World War II, so the land was also forced to be returned again. So that's why today this area is in French control. All right, I think we have one more thing that we want to see here. So we're going to take the tram over to it. I don't know if we're going to make this one. I think we just missed this tram. But after this, I think there's one in 3 minutes, and we're going to go back into Little France, La Petite France.
Okay, so we're almost back to our apartment from Strasbourg. The tram ride back to the train station was wild.
Packed.
It was really, really packed. So we've driven like 40 minutes towards our apartment. We just stopped and got some stuff for dinner. We're going to make burgers and fries tonight.
Local
burgers.
Yeah, local burgers, local meat for the burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know why I'm struggling.
I think we're tired. But we're gonna go back, make that. We have to pack tonight because we're leaving in the morning for Frankfurt. So we need to basically fold our laundry, clean, pack, do all that stuff, and pay for our electric charging with our Airbnb host.
And we have a pretty cool hotel tomorrow night, so I'm pretty excited for it.
You'll hear more about that in the next.
Yeah, that's in the next vlog.
Yes, we do need to leave by like 8 a.m. tomorrow, so it's gonna be an earlier day for us because we need to drive to Frankfurt and we need to return the car by noon. I'll catch you later.
All right, so we're back in Bad Petersdal, or just kind of on the outskirts of it. And one of the things that this entire area of Germany is known for is actually spring water. We've been told that the water is quite good here. It's actually so recommended that that's why they created spas in this area. And so one of the big things that they do here is actually bottle the spring water and sell it. As part of a benefit to the local community, they have a fountain so that you can go and fill up your water bottles. So today, this is what we're going to go do. We're going to go fill up some of our water bottles just to say that we did it.
Wow, it's super warm in here. Want to taste it? We're good.
Tastes like water? I don't know, it's really smooth water.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nice little burger and fries for dinner.
Kind of American, kind of also German.
There are a lot of burger places in Germany
Tons of them.
and in Belgium.
Tons of them. I think that's it for today. Tomorrow we have a short little road trip over to Frankfurt, Maine, because that's where I have to drop off the rental car. We're also hoping that we can store our bags there so that we can go out and see Frankfurt as a city. Same thing as usual, go ahead and give us a thumbs up on this video. We really appreciate it. It does help with our ratings. I think that's it. We're gonna get packed and I will see you all later.